right. Well, good morning and welcome to another segment of our chat with our Sheros here at Rockford, the city of Rockford. Thank you for joining me. We will be spending a little time with one of our attorneys in our legal department. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, and this is Erin. Erin, tell me, what is your position with the city?
I am an assistant city attorney too with the city.
Okay. And how long have you been with the city?
I just had my year anniversary last week.
Okay. So what, in the legal department, what part of law do you focus in, or what discipline or area?
Okay. I'm primarily working with code enforcement, so trying to take the cases that aren't getting resolved in code enforcement to circuit court. So I work with a lot of demolitions or foreclosures or orders to repair on like the really big problem properties.
Okay. So what do you enjoy about that position?
Hopefully doing good for our community. It's still pretty new, and the process in court, it takes longer than everyone likes, right? But what I like is seeing progress. And that doesn't always mean the building coming down, right? Mm-hmm. So seeing somebody realize that the city of Rockford does care about the community and the property, and that they're going to enforce our codes. And so for me, what I enjoy is seeing the structure getting some work done or being sold. So it doesn't get to the point where we're going to have an empty lot, right? So that to me is fun to see, and I like to see.
Okay. And so you had mentioned you work with foreclosures.
Yes.
And so is these homes or both residential and commercial?
Right now, it's primarily residential is what I have been working on right now.
Okay. So, and this is working with the owners, residents, or just the city's portion of it?
So the first floor does an amazing job. So they're talking to the residents and trying to get them before I get it. Okay. By the time I get it, I'm dealing with the owners of the property, and that's who I'm with. It's unfortunate because that has such an effect on the residents if they're not the owner. So if we can work with the owner, like before it gets to me, if we can work with the owner to fix their property so that these people aren't out of their homes, their residents, that's the optimal. That's what we want.
Okay. So why do you do what you do in this space?
So the reason it's a hard question. So I'm a lawyer because I want to help people, and that's always been my passion is service. So I think we're given such limited time in this world that if I'm going to spend 8 hours in an office or doing a job, for me it has to have meaning, and for me it's got to be purposeful, and I find service very purposeful, and that matters to me. So I became a lawyer because I'm going to serve and I'm going to help people. My prior job, I did that day in and day out, and I left the criminal world and I came to the civil world, and I'm doing my best here in Rockford to serve my community. And it's a weird thing to say because I'm possibly tearing down homes, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we are still working with people, and we're trying to make our community better and safer. So I mean, these are vacant properties that we're going after that they're not safe, right?
Right.
And so for me, I am hopefully serving my community in that aspect by cleaning up their neighborhood, so it's a safer and better environment for them.
Okay. I could see that, right? Because too, and if they're vacant, they're not safe. I mean, children or what have you, or potential out of fires, so too, right? So, okay, good. So it's about service.
It is.
Serving people. And it's interesting because you think of legal and or HR, right? It's still, even though things appear to be, or the news may not be as positive, the ultimate goal is still providing service.
Yes.
And what's right for the person. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they can't always see it on the front end, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I understand.
So what is one thing that instantly makes your day better?
I will say, we kind of talked before we start going outside. So like if I'm having a hard day, what makes my day better is the sun, is just reminding myself, today's a gift, I'm here. Yes. And then that makes it kind of it renews my perspective on things, right? When things get really hard, remind myself, hey, I've got today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. So without disclosing any confidential information, what is your fondest memory working for the city? I know you've only been here a year. You probably got about 12, 1 month, right?
I work in a very awesome department of just a lot of fun, unique people. And we're all different spirits and we're all different attitudes and ideas. And so my fondest memory so far is for the United Way, we had to do a fun a flash mob thing. And so we planned all week on it, and we prepped and we trained, and we did a completely ridiculous flash mob to Reading Rainbow. And everyone in our office was involved. And so it was a really cool like team building activity, and it was something that was positive for our community. And it just, it kind of brought us together. We have really stressful jobs, everyone in the city. And so those events, like, that's fun.
That was fun. And I remember seeing that, and, people were like, wow, legal. Because, you really do not think, and that's just probably individuals' biases or whatever. There's legals or even IT or auditors, right? You have this picture of who they are. And, when people see it, I remember sharing, the legal department did this. This is so fun. This is so cool. I'm like, yeah, they have a different side. Right?
Yes,
they
we
get
do.
Straight, but they have a fun side.
That's right.
So, and make it fun. You guys are fun. Okay, so now I'm going to chat a little bit about yourself. Okay. So, again, aside from necessities, what is one thing you could not do without during the day?
Without during the day, it would be, it's a tough question. I thought about it. It would probably be gratitude. And I kind of already touched on it on the first half of my questions. I can't do without that, because when we get so stressed out and we don't, either with the job or in our personal lives, that idea of being thankful for what you have. I cannot survive without that. So that's what I need every day, is that reminder of being grateful for what I have.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that, what you said earlier, too, the day, right? This is all that we promise. That's right. That's right. And so today, being grateful and thankful for its next, even the very breath that we breathe. Thanks so much for granted. We just think we're going to have that next breath.
Our next walk, our next step. Yes. Like, nothing is promised, and I'm not trying to be, it's not negative. It's just like I try my best every day to be present. And that's like an active thing, because in these situations, right, you have to be careful to not think of the next question, right? Like, just like, I'm so worried about your next question, so let me quickly get this answer out, so then I know what to say for the next one, rather than just being like, take a deep breath, okay? Like, this is where I'm at. Yes. This is the best I have.
Yes. What do you consider the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Well, currently, I think my greatest accomplishment is still having hope and belief in people. We see in the legal world, and like my last life, and even in this job, you see a lot of negative and hardship. And my greatest accomplishment is not losing faith in my neighbor, because it's really easy. It's so easy to see the negative and the cons all the time. And so for right now, that is my greatest accomplishment. I think professionally, certainly, is still having hope and faith, and that things will get better, people will change, and we will do good.
That's a good motto. You need to create a motto and go up on those walls.
Yeah.
Continue to believe. Absolutely. What is something that always makes you smile?
Oh, my baby humans. My humans are amazing. My family. They are. They give me a lot of meaning and purpose on hard times. I have a wonderful husband and 2 small kids, and they make me so happy.
Yes. I can relate more. I have a wonderful husband too. So I was blessed with a wonderful husband. 30 years this year.
Congratulations.
So I have 2 wonderful sons. I call them my babies, even though they're like, Mom, no, I'm 23. I said, look here, if you're 50 and 60, you will always be my baby.
Yes.
Not even the first one and the second one. I'm always my baby. So, what is your favorite holiday and why?
So right now, it is Christmas because of my kids. And that's I think the main reason why it's my favorite is because my son's getting old enough to be excited about it. And Santa is pure magic, and we all believe in him. So like that kind of, that excitement, and like seeing them, seeing them believe in magic is just, it's like, it makes it the best, you know? And so I like, that's why it's my favorite holiday, is because of them.
So how old are your children?
I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh, okay.
So we're at a fun age.
Yes. Very
Very busy.
Yes, especially the two.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's intense. She's intense.
And I love that when people say busy, because that's what they are. They're just, it's not bad or whatever. They're busy. They're curious, right, to see. And my first one, I said, oh, what are people complaining about? This parenting thing, it's easy. This is a breeze. And my number 2 came. Because my first one did nothing. Put his dinosaurs, and my number 2, like, where's Michael? Where's Michael?
Yep.
Right.
And that's how we are too. Like one was a rule follower. Number 2 is a no gal.
Right.
And so, but this is like, they don't know anything. Like everything's new to them.
Yeah,
and that's why I have to remind myself when I'm frustrated, is like, she doesn't know.
Exactly.
She's got no idea.
Exactly.
So
she's just curious. Right? Just to see, and they, and allowing them to be them.
yes, very much so.
Yep. So yeah, you're in a beautiful state, and enjoy it, because time goes so quickly. Yeah. And time goes so fast. So just enjoy every day with them. So where's the coolest place you've traveled?
Ireland.
Oh, tell us a little bit about Ireland.
This sounds incredibly cheesy, but I will tell you, going to Ireland felt like I was going home. It was so, for me, not the city, not Dublin. Like we went to Galway for a couple days, and Galway was amazingly beautiful. And just being by the water and the music in the streets, it was good for my soul. I'm an artist inside, and so it was like being there was just peaceful for me. Like I said, Dublin is a city, so like getting away from that aspect in Ireland was amazing.
Awesome. So tell me, if you have a comfort food, what is that comfort food?
Potatoes, hands down. You give it to me any way, okay? You want to fry them? I'll eat them, okay? You want to mash them? All right, scallop, I do it. It doesn't matter. I will eat the potato. I have I've been dared by one of my colleagues upstairs to eat a raw potato, and I said I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I love potatoes that much.
Oh, wow.
Well,
You got to call me when you do that.
I will. A little salt on it, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, to a little salt and pepper. I mean, people used to eat them like that.
Exactly.
You don't have to break them down and cook them. Right?
They go with everything. That's the thing.
That is so true.
They do.
Yep, French fries, potato chips. Always eat with potatoes, and I love fries and tons of ketchup.
Yes.
Mash them. It doesn't matter. So, yeah. So, let me know when you finish.
Also, tots. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Tots are hash brown. I mean, see, look at that. See, we can have an entire conversation about potatoes.
And the different ways to cook them.
That's right.
Exactly. So, what makes Erin unique?
I think it's just my perspective. I think we're all unique because how we perceive the world is always going to be different. So what's unique for me is, I think, just my experiences and how I see people and how I see things and what my hopes and dreams are. That makes me unique. Just like who you are is completely unique. And that's the beauty about here or anywhere you work, is we're all so different. And I think I embrace my difference and I accept who I am. And I think that's great. That's who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. We're all different. And to be able to come together with the different gifts and talents that we've given to basically move forward the goals and visions, right? And letting people operate in their uniqueness, who they are. What I believe is, like I wanted to create the world the same, we all would have been the same.
Yep.
So everyone has their own special talent, unique, and we've been fortunate and blessed to work here to fulfill that. But be who you are.
Yeah, and be happy about it, because there's only ever going to be one of you.
Absolutely.
So, like, don't try to be anybody else.
Exactly.
Because nobody else is as good as you. Like, you are good just how you are. And so I would say, bringing it back to the city, like, one of the best things about my department is I think our leadership does embrace our differences. And we all bring we're all very different in legal. I'm definitely got a spark. I'm kind of spunky, and I know that. I got a fire, and it works there. And they embrace it, and they know that that's my gift that I'm bringing to the department.
Yeah.
And that's really cool to feel valued.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Valued and belong, because this is where you are meant to be right now. And that's it. Everyone should embrace who they are, not trying to be someone else. Right to you, because that's where you're going to be happy. You're going to feel valued. And I like that. What are your hobbies besides your 2 children? What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. So I love music and theater. Okay. I was in a band for several years, an Irish folk band. Okay. I like to sing. I like to pretend to play instruments. I'm not very good at them, but I'll pick one up and I'll try it. I'll be off beat, and that's okay. So I love music and theater. Wow. My husband and I, we love to go, if we can, to live theater in Chicago or anywhere else, or even locally if we can experience it. I was part of Pecatonica theater group, or their theater before it collapsed, I guess. So that's a hobby. I love being outdoors, so I like to garden. I like to grow things. Okay. Having some struggles in my garden every year. It's producing fruit, but it's not producing the best fruit, so gotta figure that out. But that's kind of like the fun of it all is doing it. So that's something hobby.
Well, that's good to know, because, I do this holiday party every year. So it's good to know those that sing and or play instruments or pretend to play instruments, whatever that may be.
Finger cymbal. I'm great with finger cymbal.
So last question. Tell me, how do you want to be remembered?
That was a deep question that you put on our sheet. I want to be remembered as someone that is good, and that when they think of me, they think that Erin cared about people, and she was trying to do the best she could with what she was given. And I try to be a loving human being, and I hope that when people think of me, they think that that's who I am. And I mean, I can't control anyone else, but just if I keep living my life in good and in love, that's how I will hopefully be remembered.
That's awesome. And that is, too, an awesome mind to have, far as remembered, because it's not selfish, right? It's really giving out, because you're going to be treating others the way you want to be treated, and to love others through whatever that may be.
Yep.
So awesome. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your almost year here. Yay! Thank you for saying yes, coming to the city. And the mayor thanks you, the administration, of course, your department head, and city council. We appreciate you. We value you. And you belong right here with the city.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.